Imagine a world where the very idea of freedom was a privilege, not a right. Now, imagine those denied freedom rising up, not just for revolt, but to forge an entirely new nation. This is the story of Haiti. In the late 18th century, a tiny Caribbean colony pulsed with unimaginable wealth for its European masters, built on the backs of enslaved Africans. It was a system designed to crush the human spirit, yet, from its depths, an inferno ignited. This was no ordinary rebellion, it was an insurrection that would rip apart the fabric of the Atlantic world, shattering long-held beliefs about power and race, and birthing a nation forged in fire and unimaginable courage. This was Saint-Domingue, France's richest colony, a jewel of sugar and coffee production. But this glittering prosperity was built on an oppressive system, fueled by the brutal labor of enslaved Africans. The colony was a tinderbox, and the sparks for revolution were already flying, even before the major slave uprising. The winds of change were already blowing from revolutionary France itself, inspiring free mulattoes of mixed French and African ancestry to demand citizenship. Vincent Auguet's revolt in 1790 pressured the French government, leading to clashes that destabilized the colony. The ground was fertile for a greater upheaval, a deep current of discontent that would soon erupt. Then, on August 22, 1791, the impossible happened. Enslaved Africans rose in a coordinated, furious rebellion. This was the largest slave uprising since Spartacus nearly 1,900 years earlier, a testament to the human spirit's refusal to be broken. Among the nascent leaders was a man named Toussaint Louverture, nearly 50 years old, a former slave who had become an affranchi and even a slave owner himself, now stepping onto the stage of history. Louverture, displaying remarkable military and political acumen, transformed the fledgling rebellion into a formidable revolutionary movement. He first allied with Spanish forces, then strategically switched allegiance to Republican France when they moved to abolish slavery in their colonies. He gradually established control over the entire island, balancing the economy with paid labor on plantations and negotiating trade agreements, eventually challenging even Napoleon Bonaparte's authority by naming himself Governor-General for life in 1801. But Napoleon, unwilling to accept a challenge to his authority, sent an expedition to restore French rule and, implicitly, slavery. In 1802, Louverture was invited to a parley, a meeting under a flag of truce, but it was a trap. He was arrested, deported to France, and died in prison in 1803. It seemed the revolution's heart had been ripped out. Yet, the flame of freedom refused to die. Toussaint's principal lieutenant, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, stepped forward to lead. As General-Chef de l'Armée Indigène, Dessalines spearheaded the final, brutal resistance. His forces defeated the French army at the decisive Battle of Vertières. On January 1, 1804, Saint-Domingue was declared the independent Republic of Haiti, the first country in the Americas to permanently abolish slavery, a nation born from the most audacious rebellion in history. Dessalines, chosen as Governor-General, later became Emperor Jacques I. Under his rule, Haiti became the first country in the Americas to permanently abolish slavery. However, the birth of a nation is rarely without its shadows. Facing the threat of French reinvasion and reinstatement of slavery, Dessalines ordered the massacre of remaining French residents, an act that led to the deaths of thousands and an exodus. He enforced plantation labor to rebuild the economy, but his autocratic rule and tensions with the mixed-race population led to his assassination in 1806. The Haitian Revolution sent shockwaves across the Atlantic world. It was a direct challenge to long-held European beliefs about alleged black inferiority and slaves' ability to achieve and maintain freedom. The tenacity of the rebels inspired fear in slave owners across the hemisphere. Yet, compared to other Atlantic revolutions, its story was, as historian Michel Rolfe-Trouliot characterized it, often silenced, overshadowed by the French Revolution. The Haitian Revolution stands as an enduring testament to the unstoppable human quest for freedom. It proved that true liberation often requires immense sacrifice and challenges the most entrenched systems of power, forever redefining what was thought possible. The echoes of Haiti's struggle reverberate still, reminding us that the fight for dignity and self-determination is a universal, timeless journey. The Haitian Revolution is a powerful, yet often overlooked, chapter in the human story. While we strive for accuracy, history is always being rewritten. Check our sources in the description for a deeper dive. Thank you for watching Echoes of History. If you learned something new, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more untold stories from the past.